Hare Krishna. May I please request all the kids to be seated? We're going to get started. We're going to start off with the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. If you are presenting the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, you can be on the carpet. If not, you can be seated. So we are going to, the kids have actually worked very hard. Everything that you will be seeing on the screen, off the screen, actions, everything is actually what they have put together. It's amazing that, I never knew that kids knew what Google Hangout was, what Google Docs was, what Google Drive meant. I mean, truly, I don't know all of them yet, clearly. So they were having Google Hangout conversations and making sure that their presentations are complete and adding, and then they would discuss with each other on the phone. So which actually is very nice. So what they're going to portray today is actually exclusively for the parents of what they have done being at Sunday school. So they are going to present chapter 1, 2, and 4 today. Now the question is why not 3? Because the couple kids from the other group couldn't make it. So but you will be seeing basically 3 and 4 combined because 3 and 4 basically talk about karma. So we do have the first group here, and we do have couple kids missing who were there for the practice. And sorry for the delay, we just had some concerns with putting on the Mac on the thing, so Raman Sakaprabhu is helping us out with it. So this group is actually put together, the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. They'll just tell you in short about what does the first chapter say. We are missing Shweka and Anshu. So I'm thinking that... Okay, so we'll still go ahead. This is chapter 1, and Shweka's was an important part. She was going to summarize the chapter. Anyway, it's really hard work of all the kids, and we can probably wait longer. Are we ready? Go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Today we'll be presenting on chapter 1 of Bhagavad Gita, Observing the Armies. The participants are Aname, Parth, Aprame, Anushka, and Yash.
Senayorvayormadye rathan stapayame chita yavad etanirekseham yodukama navashtitan kairmaya saha yodhyavyam asmin rana samyudyame.
Arjuna said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I can see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms.
Nachashvena pashami hatta swajana ave na kankshi vijayam Krishna nacharajam sukhani cha.
I do not see how any good can come from killing my own kinsmen in this battle, nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness.
Okay, so in the first shloka, Arjuna tells Krishna that he wants to take the chariot in the middle of the battlefield So normally we would see Krishna as our God and we would worship him and pray to him. But in this, Arjuna is telling Krishna, take my chariot in the middle of the battlefield, and he's like sort of commanding Krishna. And we would see that as something absurd. But here Krishna and Arjuna are so good friends that Arjuna can take the higher position and tell Krishna to go into the middle, and there's like no sin, it's just friendship.
And in the second shloka, Arjuna forgets the moral codes of Kshatriya, and he thinks that without his kinsmen, he will not find any happiness in this material world, but he forgets that Krishna is the cause of material happiness. And as a Kshatriya, he forgets his moral codes, and they are to gain a kingdom, and that's what he's supposed to do. But he's so reluctant to kill his enemies, and let alone his relatives, that he decides that he's not fit to live, and he wants to go to the forest and live a secluded life. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. That was Yash, Anushka, Apramey, Parth, and Aname. Thank you so much. We're going to go with describing the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now, these are, this is actually put together by the kids themselves. They're just putting in all the effort of letting people know what does each chapter convey to the public, what they have understood out of the chapter. We'll have the kids who are presenting the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. You want to come here and do it in between? Okay.
Or you can just do it probably.
Yeah.
No, you can.
Okay. Wait, how do you control it? You just click?
Just click, yeah.
Oh, okay. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the presentation by ISV Youth Club. Today we have Veda, Vaishnavi, Advait Srinivasan, Advaita Alluri, and Avanish presenting the journey of the soul.
Krishna states in the Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 2, Text 13, Dehinosmin yata dehe kovmaram yovanam jara tata dehantaro praptir dhirastatra namoyati.
As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change.
How big is the soul?
It is as big as the length of your strand of hair, cut into 1,000 pieces 1,000 times. It is immeasurable. According to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 20, the soul never takes birth and never dies at any time, nor does it come into being again when the body is created. The soul is birthless, eternal, imperishable, and timeless. It is always destroyed when the body is destroyed. Would you like to understand this fact?
The story of King Chitraketu is described in the 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. He had all pleasures in life except he did not have any children. He finally had got a child with the benediction of great sage Ankira and named him Harishoka, which means happiness and sorrowness. But after a few days, the boy had died. King Chitraketu was very sad, and on that day, Narad Muni had come to his palace and asked what had happened. Then Chitraketu told him the story of what had happened. Using Narad Muni's magical powers, he had brought back the son's soul and spoke to the soul and said, "Your father and mother are sad that you have passed away." Then the boy said, "Which father and mother are you talking about? I have so many parents which have given birth to me."
Narad Muni brings King Chitraketu's dead son back to life. The son speaks about the truth about his real identity as a soul. The son, he has had different parents in different lives and thus could not recognize King Chitraketu as his father. This story explains how the soul travels from one body to another.
Chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And be happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was Advait Srinivasan, Advait Alluri, Avanish, Veda. Yeah. Thank you so much. We'll have the kids who are performing about karma, the third and the fourth chapter. I know we probably do have one person missing, but I think we'll just go with it.
Hare Krishna.
What about Anish? Yeah, Anish has his one. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, I got it.
Thank you so much for your patience. We'll just be beginning in a few seconds.
Oh, she's here? Oh, I get it. She lets him. Another script. You got it. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. Each person needs it. Okay, I'm sharing. What happened to the other one? The fourth one? Oh, we had another colored one. No, we're entering. It's good. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Today we will be doing a short skit about karma and the types of karma from the 4th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Hello, my name is Avantika Sharma and welcome to the game show Dharma Sharma. Today's topic is karma. Now let's introduce the players. First comes Balaram, who is spiritually learned from the Shastra and knows it inside out. Next comes Srivatsa, who has a PhD in almost everything you can imagine. Here comes Anish, one of the richest men in the world. And finally, last but not least, is Vrinda, who's just your average person. Okay. Next slide. Okay, the first question is, what is the English saying that defines karma? So, what are your answers? First, Balaram?
I think that the answer is whatever you do, you get an equal share in the exact opposite direction.
Okay, Srivatsa?
The English saying is that whatever goes around comes around.
Anish?
Karma is money and money is life.
Vrinda?
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Okay, the second question. What are the 3 types of karma? Explain. Srivatsa?
Akarma, Vikarma, and Karma. I remember this because there was a lecture about it at the Hindu Club at Oxford, but I can't exactly remember what the definitions were.
Balaram?
Karma is basically Krishna consciousness in which we try to get rid of karma so that we can go back to the spiritual world. Karma is that you get the repercussions of whatever you do, and Vikarma is forbidden action in this material world.
Vrinda?
I can only remember that karma is that whatever goes around comes around.
Anish?
Karma is getting rid of karma. Vikarma are things that you are not supposed to do. Karma are the repercussions for whatever you do. My good karma is what makes me a rich man today.
Okay, give me an example of the 3 types of karma.
An example of a karma is eating prasadam and worshipping the Lord.
Anish?
An example of vikarma is eating meat.
Vrinda?
An example of karma is an everyday activity, not negative or positive.
Srivatsa?
Akarma is apparently praying to the Lord, even though I don't think there is a Lord. Karma is whatever I do, and there is no such thing as Vikarma because whatever I do is good.
Here comes to the end of the game show, and our winner is Balaram. Here comes the end of our skit, which talks about how karma works. In conclusion, karma is action, or whatever goes around comes around. A karma is action with no reaction, such as Krishna consciousness. Finally, vikarma is forbidden action, which gives bad karma. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. That was Avantika, who was Avantika Sharma. Dharma Sharma knows karma. So it was a wonderful topic. And I think, thank you, Balram, Srivatsa, Anish, and Vrinda. So this was just a small presentation. The kids actually have completed till chapter 4 in Bhagavad Gita and will continue to read. But the most important part is we just want to make sure that kids understand the most important crux of each chapter that they are reading. And the fun part is when they actually sit together and make a presentation like this. So they actually thoroughly enjoyed it. And I just saw it for the first time last week, So let's have a big applause for all the kids, for all the hard work they've put together. And they really, really enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it too. Thank you so much, and I want to thank Harivansha Prabhu and Sundaran Prabhu for putting this, helping kids learn these chapters. Here forward, we'll just go ahead with the other 4 chapters before the end of the year. Thank you. Hare Krishna.